Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to jump on and talk to you about September. September is pretty exciting. Our lives are going to get back to a little bit of normalcy from the looks of it. Kids are going back to school next week. So what are we going to do? So, this month's theme is going to be self care and, of course, back to school. So, looking at immunity and things like that. So, we're focusing on classes right now for back to school to give you some suggestions on how to protect your immunity, what kind of oils and routines maybe you want to be doing daily to make sure that you guys are feeling your best and that your kids are feeling the same. Some great snack ideas that we talked about last month and suggestions on, quick and easy recipes that we can use when we're back to school. So, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about self-care. So, all summer in the last 2 years, we've been home, right? So our focus has really been on our kids, our health, and basically staying busy at home. So, one thing that September really is for me is about focusing on getting back to routines and getting back to feeling good as a mom, right? So, self care is a huge, huge part of that, okay? And so, when we talk about self care, we're going to talk about some quick and easy suggestions on what you can do each day so that you're looking after yourself, you're improving yourself, So if you would like to join our email campaign, or I'm doing it in a bunch of different ways, please comment here and I can reach out and we can figure out the best way to get that to you. Quick and easy steps, one little routine each day to make sure that your self care is at the top of your list. Okay, so let's look at a couple easy things here that we can do. So, know your worth, right? Self care is important to maintain relationships with yourself. Okay, so it produces positive feelings, it boosts your confidence, your self esteem, and it's also necessary to remind yourself and others that you are important as well. Okay, so that's one thing. A healthy work life balance. It's been challenging doing that because our work, our health, our whole life has been put into one situation, our house, right? So being able to separate work and life has been challenging because we haven't been able to do that. We've had kids sitting beside us, doing school while we're trying to work. We've had kids sitting beside us when we're trying to work out and do all these different things. So it definitely has been a challenge. So I really want you to look at September and figure out how can you improve this? What can we do to change this going forward? So that you're looking after yourself, you're getting some time for yourself. I loved having my kids home, but I'm super grateful that they're going back because now we can get back into routines. I can look at what I need to focus on to make myself feel good, personal development, business development, all these different things that maybe have been pushed aside. So that's huge, right? Stress management, right? Stress has been probably at its peak in the last couple years because of where we've been, what the world has, you know, been about, brought to us, all these crazy things. So, stress management is key. So, what simple things can you do to maintain your stress levels or bring your stress levels down? What makes you happy? Get outside, go for a walk, get in the sunshine. Maybe it's having a cup of coffee by yourself. Maybe it's having a bubble bath. Maybe it's having some time with your spouse or going to the movies. Whatever it is, whatever makes you feel good, whatever can bring down that stress is what you want to focus on in the next month to make sure that you're feeling great. Because what's going to happen in the next month? Everyone's getting back to routines, sports are happening, life is back to normal. So, and it might even be busier because we've been gone for so long from this regular routine. So, it's important that you are feeling good and you are at your best physical health as well. So, this is where it brings in, what are you doing to exercise? How and when are you moving your body? I always sit down with people, and yes, there's an essential oil for everything, but there really is more to it than that. You really have to look at your nutrition. you really have to look at fitness and exercise and making sure that you're moving, because if you're not doing all of those, you're not going to be at your best physical health, and then you're going to get run down and you're not going to feel well, and then potentially that's going to go through your house as well, right? If you're not feeling well, everyone else is feeling it. Go for a jog, go for a walk. um, Avoid emotional eating, right? We've probably been doing a ton of that in the last couple years. Stop overthinking things. Eat green daily, right? So try to eat lots of vegetables daily. These simple things are going to help you feel so much better. Okay. So self care. So again, this month's focus will be on self care. So I'm going to give you some suggestions. But what you really need to do is sit down and figure out what makes you happy. How can you add that into your life in the next month and going forward? And sit down and plan September. You know, we're getting schedules, we're getting routines back to normal. Sit down and plan your meals. You know, Plan to Eat is an amazing app, keeps you organized, helps you figure out your groceries and things like that. Being organized really does do so many different things. Okay, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel organized. It is easy when you plan. You spend one day, maybe a week, and you plan your week or you plan your month. You have more time to yourself. So there's more time for that self care. So sit down, spend 2 hours, plan your week, plan your month, whatever's easiest for you. Add into your schedule if you need to. Stuff for yourself. Go for a jog. Do the things that you love, because if you're not feeling good, no one else in your family is going to be feeling good. Because if you're not feeling good, you're probably going to be miserable, and it's just a ripple effect. So let's focus on ourselves this month. Do some things for yourself, but do some things for your family too, in the sense of if you're organized, you're going to have more time for yourself. So they're going to be happy and you're going to be happy. So hopefully you've learned a quick little tip today, but this is our Wellness Wednesday, and talking about what we're going to be doing this month. Oh, and before I forget, I will be hosting a self care class. So we will be focusing on treating those special women in your life. So whether that's you or your friend or your mom or whatever. So we're going to do some masks for our face. We're going to have some treats and some wine. And we're going to talk about how we can do things for ourselves, how we can spoil ourselves. So if you're interested, comment below and I can send you the invite. Have a great day.